Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your February 2025 reading. My name is Nigel, and you have found alchemy. Okay, let's get started right away. You have the synchronicity card. And this is one of my favorite cards in the deck. This is number 63. Now, there is sort of like a miraculous message that usually comes along with this card, right? It shows itself as like a sort of sacred message. Everything is a living symbol, right? In this very moment, like there was like a new eye opening. So consider this, right? A miracle awaits. Keep a lookout for synchronicities. What kind of synchronicities? Like here, 111, right? 1111, 666. 666 doesn't have the awful meaning you think it does. Look it up on the internet. 666 angel number. You know, 2323, things like that. Look for synchronicities in your life this month that will sort of lend their magic to you. Now, you also have 2 stars. Look at this. 2 star cards here, Gemini. 2 different decks. Now, if you watched me, I do everything on camera. You can feel free to slow that down as slow as you'd like. So I like the idea of you getting from 2 different decks. It says the silver energy of a star brings good luck and serendipity. So you have serendipity and synchronicity here on the table. Keep that in mind as you go about your month this month here. You do have stars, right? And this is a Lenormand deck. This is number 16. And the stars in this deck means it's very similar to tarot, right? It means wish fulfillment. It means faith. It means healing. It is the brightest of the wish cards. So you have a miracle message headed your way. You have wishes, a wish, maybe a long-standing wish, headed your way. You have the number 111. It says angels are ready to fully support you in this endeavor so that you can co-create with the universe a life you love. I am creative. What are you trying to create? What has been your deepest desire? What sort of manifestation have you, I don't know, have you, I'm not going to say kept hidden, but have maybe even put on the back burner, right? It definitely, your 2 stars back each other up. The synchronicity card, all these cards here are definitely working in tandem. You have buffalo, abundance, right? Abundance and liberation are finally on the way. It comes to you now to remind you of the amazing manifesting power of gratitude. You will always have plenty when you express the gratitude to every part of creation. What are you trying to create here, Gemini? What is it you're trying to create? Is this love? Is this abundance? I think for many of, listen, it can go either way. It's a general reading, but you're definitely manifesting something this month, and it's something that you have wished for. You have knowledge on the way as well. This card has come in reverse. It's number 28. It says, let me connect above and below. Let the knowledge of ancestors flow. When these cards come in reverse, at least in my readings, it means that this is something that is going to naturally be drawn to you this month. You're going to acquire some knowledge that's going to help you with your manifestation. And if you look, there is a lamp on here, right? I'm telling you, you're going to have a wish granted this month. You are. You're going to have a wish granted this month. You have pressure, and this is number 26. It says transformation, right? Yeah, well, transformation is stressful, right? You can view pressure as being negative, or you can see it as a shaper, right? A director or a positive influence. Find a happy medium, right? Where you can benefit and not be disadvantaged, and not be disillusioned. This is an air card like yourself. And the pressure of air exerts change. It exerts change in an invisible way, right? What else can I say about this card? Pressure can either assist to transform or it can force the transformation. It is going to be how you see it. Are you going to go through it are you going to go through it and work as a team with the universe, work as a team with spirit, and understand that the pressure is almost a tool of transformation? Or are you going to fight it? You have the power here. It says the power of words. We talked about gratitude over here. You have the power of words. Your words can manifest things this month, and they will manifest things this month. There is just no doubt, right? You have the spider, and the spider on this card is a creature of transformation as well. You are being separated from something. There is something that you're being asked to let go of. It says, used to create strife, conflicts, discord, separations, right? There is separations. This might be the pressure, right? It doesn't have to be a romantic separation. It could be. It could be you separating from a family member. It could be you separating from your family for a while. Your family in general. Could be you separating from a job that honestly didn't value you. It could be a relationship that you need to sort of separate from to make room for this manifestation. There is a manifestation heading your way. You're being asked to make room for it here, Gemini, definitely. So let me look at your astrology. So you have here, let's start out here with Scorpio. You have Scorpio. You may be dealing with a Scorpio or somebody with very strong Scorpion placements this month. You yourself may have strong Scorpion placements if you want to know someone's chart, or like, for instance, I am an Aquarian and I have a lot of air placements, but people don't know by interacting with me that I have a lot. Believe it or not, I have a Pisces stellium and I do have a Scorpion in my Mars, and that really matters. So you may be dealing with someone with that placement this month. For that to come out, it matters. Scorpions are also extremely protective, self-protective. They sting from behind. They're very, very resourceful. You might be asked to lean on that a little bit. Scorpions and spiders, very similar. They're transformational. Scorpio is Pluto. Pluto is transformation. I'm just throwing this out there. We will definitely tie everything together as we do your tarot. You have Earth here, and it says pragmatic, grounded, and enduring. So with the Earth element, right, it's rooted in reality, right? Earth signs bring, tenacity, stability. They value what's tangible, what's right in front of them. Through all their five senses. I know Gemini, Aquarius, like myself, air signs can be very not grounded, right? We could live in our heads. The things could go round and round and round in our heads, and we're not grounded. Maybe Spirit is asking you to ground yourself for what's coming this month here. Okay, it could be. Earth signs have a gift and a focus to skillfully manage their resources. They ground themselves in the task at hand. They don't get lost. There is something that is manifesting. There is something that is manifesting here. You have trine, right? And with the trine, it's auspiciousness, positivity, and luck. And there's your manifestation. There is the manifestation. It's going to be, you're going to need to be self-protective. You're also going to need to be grounded in reality. Perhaps thinking outside the box of how you normally handle things, even if the way you handle things has always been the right way. Try to think outside the box. A trine is when the celestial bodies are 4 zodiac signs apart, or 20 degrees, right? They share the same element of, fire, earth, air, or water. This synchronistic aspect, right? It offers blessings. It offers opportunities. It manifests as good luck. It goes with the rest of your reading, at least so far. Definitely maximize your natural strengths and look for good fortune this month. You have Chiron here as well. And, it says core wounds, vulnerability, potential through pain. There may be something painful for you to look at here. Chiron is known as the wounded healer, right? It's named after the centaur in Greek mythology. Chiron symbolizes your core wounds that have the potential to heal and become teaching tools for others. It's something you experienced that impacts your life. You're going to unlock some lessons for your healing and for you to move on from certain past hurts. This past hurt could be, we did say you are going to be asked to separate from something. Could this have something to do with your family and some core wounds? Absolutely, for some of you. Absolutely. Okay. Let's look at your charms, because I want to do that before we head into the tarot here. You have 3 charms. You have V, as in Victor. You have K, as in Kelly. And you have X, right? So these initials, this could be initials for someone's name. It could be the name of a town. It could be the name of a car. It could be anything like that. When I see the X, I always say the X represents you getting rid of something, Xing it out of your life. What's interesting is that a lot of the cards that are here on the table, including this charm, Leo. It reminds me of Leo's reading. You may be dealing with a Leo. You may have Leo highly aspected in your chart. If either of those things are true, you might want to go listen to it. But you may be Xing something out of your life, and you may be making room for this. You may be understanding that you have power. You have your manifestation ability with the knowledge you're going to be accomplishing something this month, but it's not going to be an easy ride for you. But the only thing I can tell you here is that it's worth it. Let's look at your charms. You do have the sword, right? And this represents the element of air. This also represents cutting through the bullshit, and you're cutting through something. I think you're seeing something here. You're seeing something of value with this ruby. You're seeing something of value that doesn't look valuable. When we look at this thing, right, it just looks like a rock. Doesn't look like it. But if we polish it, and I keep it unpolished purposely, if we polish this, we will see its value. But your average person would walk right by this and not see its value. There is something you're going to be presented with this month that may not look valuable to others, but you're going to recognize its value. And here is the key. You have the key here, and this might have something to do with love, but you're going to have the key. When I see the key, I always think of knowledge. You're going to, and look, you have 2 keys here. 2. You're going to be presented with some information, some knowledge, whether it's about yourself or someone else or something else or all of the above, but it's going to enable you to manifest something that you have been wanting to manifest for a very long time. You have the love charm here. So this is either has something to do with your love life, or it has something to do with something that you're absolutely going to love, right? You have the sign of Capricorn here on the table. It came out on this side, and it says ambitious. You may be feeling very, very ambitious this month, and that's good. It's going to be working in your favor. You have I choose strength. Definitely with the sword in hand, I think you are choosing strength. You have love, coinage, and adventure. What more can you ask for? Love, coinage, meaning abundance, and adventure. Nice reading here, Gemini. You also have here the moon tarot. Everything, there might be certain things that aren't what they seem, right? You have to sort of cut through the bullshit with this sword and see things for what they are, not for what maybe someone paints themselves as, or something I have no doubt that you're going to see through this, whatever it is. I also have no doubt that the moon can represent intuition. You're going to be asked to go with your gut feeling here. You have a rainbow waiting for you. You have a rainbow waiting for you. It's on the other side of this crap. Definitely. All right, so let's look at your tarot. All right, so let's starting off your oracle. You have the sun, strength, empowerment. This is my card for Leo again, right? You may be drawing upon the strength of Leo, but either way, it is sun, it is the sun, it's illumination, it's empowerment, it is strength. You're going to have the strength to see something through, or to see through something, or Something along those lines here. Let me see if I can move this over. Okay. Starting out the month here, you have the Fool, which is ground zero, right? And, you know, the Fool, a lot of people believe that is Gemini energy. A lot of people say it's Aquarius, and a lot of people think that it is Aries. I will leave that to you to figure out how you feel about it. But this is a new road, right? It's a path that there's infinite potential here. There's excitement, there's spontaneity, there's abundance, potentially abundance. There is definitely fulfillment and perhaps something unexpected. The Fool is filled with wonder and unexpected energy, right? Anything can happen. But with the sun here, you know, shining its light and illuminating your way, I do see good things happening with this energy here. You have, interestingly enough, you have the Six of Wands here in reverse. This is Jupiter in Leo energy. Now, let me see if I can straighten this out. Jupiter in Leo energy. There is external recognition lacking. There is something in your environment that is lacking. But judging by your oracles up here and this card right here, you need to find this within yourself. You need to truly be the Fool as you head out. You're going to have to ignore the naysayers. There's going to be naysayers around you that do not see the value in something the way you do. But keep your eye on the prize here, right? You have the Knight of Cups. Now the Knight, oh, sorry about that. I knocked into it. The Knight of Cups is Neptune in Pisces, right? All knights in the tarot deck are on a mission. This particular knight is sort of a humanitarian. He's romantic. He's altruistic. He's beautiful. He makes offers. He makes very soft, pleasurable offers, right? If it's a job, this will be something that you love. It could be a job offer. There is some sort of newness here. There is a new path opening up for you that not everyone in your circle is going to see the value, but you will. You will, Gemini, okay? Now, when we add this column up and we break it down, not surprisingly, we get Venus, right? Venus energy, Libra, Taurus energy. And Venus rules our money and it rules our love life. So I do think, because this is a general reading, I do believe that you are going to, some of the Geminis out there are trying to manifest abundance for themselves. And some of the Geminis out there are really trying to manifest love and trying to manifest a relationship. Yeah, definitely. And Venus energy manifests as our values, our love, our abundance. So let's move on to your second leg. Now, we have here Saturn, right? It says contracts, career, commitments. Saturn. You may feel indebted to someone. It may be some sort of contract you have. It could very well be. Saturn is associated with discipline, hard work, right? You have the High Priestess in reverse in your mid-month section. Now, the High Priestess in reverse is Piscean energy. Your intuition, at least mid-month, temporarily may be confused. You may feel a silence within you. You may not feel confident in your inner voice. You may be this also may be an indication that you may be so focused on others and commitments that you have made that you are neglecting yourself. You're neglecting your health. You could be neglecting your mental health. You could be neglecting your life in some way. Okay. Yeah. You may be connecting very strongly to the false reality of social media that is sort of like, garbage for your brain. And after a while, it does affect us. It really does. Let me see if I could. Your center card here, the center of your whole reading, is the Six of Pentacles sideways. Now, the Six of Pentacles is Moon in Taurus, but being that it's the center of your reading, it holds a lot of value for your month. Now, it's coming in sideways, so there's a choice you're going to have to make mid-month, right? There is somebody in your circle or in your energy. It could be a job. It could be a person, like we ran the gamut. Family member, romantic partner, friendship, job. But there is something here in your energy that takes and doesn't give back, or it doesn't give back as much as you give. Someone who definitely is not, this person or this thing, whether it's a job or a person, does not, isn't good for you. Is a taker, takes your energy, sucks your time, and doesn't replenish it. All right. So you're going to have to make a choice here on whether to keep giving to this. Okay. Are you going to keep giving to this situation? You have two more sideways cards here, and one of them is the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is Mars and Scorpio energy. The River of Tears, generally speaking, right? In this deck, it looks quite different for sure. But this decision leads to other decisions. Mid-month is going to be a time of decision after decision. So you need to be grounded. That earth energy is there for a reason. You need to be really grounded to make these decisions wisely for yourself. You have this Five of Cups. Normally, are you going to go with what's in front of you or what's behind you? Or are you going to try to see the whole picture, right? You're going to just focus on the spilled cups? Or are you going to turn around and say, wow, there's two cups behind me that are filled? Which way are you going to go? Something may be, once again, you may be asked to let go of something that is not as important as you think it is right now. And this leads into the possibility of this Leo energy, the strength, right? Notice that one decision leads into another, and whether these cards are upside down or right side up is going to depend on what you choose. Are you going to choose yourself? You have the Five of Cups leading straight into that Strength card. Choose wisely, Gemini, really. And when you add that up and you break it down, you get the number 3, which is Jupiter, Sagittarius energy, right? It manifests as expansion, optimism. That's your possibility here. You're going to get out of, or at least you should think about getting out of, a contract. This contract could be literal. This contract could be a soul contract. But there is some sort of commitment that you need to get out of in order to tap into the strength energy. We said that way in the beginning, that you're going to have to give up something to make room for your manifestation, the thing that you want, the thing that you have been wanting, okay? Now here on your last leg, you have the Alchemy card, right? Yes, it says Ancestor Guides. But when we look at the Alchemy card, right? Alchemy itself is a magical process, right? It's a transformation, a creation. It could be a communion. It's definitely a transmutation. It's changing. So something within you is changing, especially towards the end of the month. There is some sort of alchemy taking place here. There is. You have some amazing cards here. Let's start from the beginning. You have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups could be Sun in Scorpio or Sun in Pisces, depending on the deck. Okay? But you have somebody here who is stable, grounded, well-balanced. This could be you, Gemini. You could have moved from, look, you have the Fool here, which is starting out on a brand new path, not knowing which way is up, right? To temporarily questioning, what the hell am I doing? To maturing into this King of Cups. And once again, even if you look at it diagonally here, you have the Knight of Cups to the Six of Pentacles, leading straight into the King of Cups. It is like an upgrade. It is an upgrade no matter how you look at it, right? You have here the World, because it leads into the world, right? And we all love the world, right? We love what it represents, Jupiter energy again, right? It's fixed energy for sure, but it's Jupiter energy. The world is an ending and a beginning. What did we say way in the beginning of this reading? Or it could be a broadening of your world, and another road opening up and making your road that you're on all of a sudden huge. You're like, I didn't even know this existed. Success, achievement. You have the Six of Wands in reverse. Where's this? Six of Wands in reverse to the Six of Pentacles, straight into the world. So maybe someone doesn't know your worth. Maybe someone doesn't know the worth of what's being offered to you, but you know the world. I mean, this is the world we're talking about, right? And this leads into some interesting energy with the devil. This is Capricorn energy. This is the second time Capricorn has come out in your reading, right? But what did Capricorn come out as? Ambition. It came out as ambition. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes the devil gets a bad rap, right? It's earthly things. Now, it could be passion as well, right? But the devil could be empowerment and control. And I'm saying that specifically because you pulled the Alchemy card and the World card and the King of Cups, all right side up. When we add this up and we break it down, we get Mars energy, Aries energy, passion, confidence, movement, boom. If this is a relationship, it is an extremely passionate relationship, but it's balanced as well. If this is a new job offer or a new road opening up, a road opener type situation, this is something that is going to make you feel like you're in control. When you see the combo of the devil and the world in the same column like this could mean, Gemini, that you have officially closed a dark chapter of your life. You could have been moving out of a dark chapter and you are celebrating your new success. Very, very cool energy. But the choices mid-month are going to be yours. You need to X out what needs to be X'd out here. Let's look at your challenges. Yeah. So in your challenge column, let me move this out of the way here. You have you have two cards. You have a closed off, guarded, resistant, and you also have nurturing, compassion. Now these are challenges for you. Are you going to be resistant? Are you going to be stubborn to this energy? Are you going to not go for this change? It might be challenging for part of the month. It looks like it is. A challenge doesn't mean that it's not surmountable. A challenge doesn't mean that, it could be momentary. In fact, I think it is. But you're going to have your doubts. You're going to be guarded with this. You're being asked to have compassion, to nurture yourself here. Now, you have the Two of Coins. And as you can tell, I mean, this is Saturn and Capricorn, right? So you have more Capricorn energy here. But it is trying to juggle too many things, trying to make everyone happy. A need to balance things better. You have to manage the ups and downs. You also could look at the dualities in your life and decide whether it's keeping you in neutral. I want to spend time with my family. I need time for myself. I need to focus on my career, but, my loved one needs X, Y, and Z. And that sort of makes us do this instead of doing this. You have to figure out what can temporarily be put on the back burner so you could move ahead. You need to move ahead here, okay? You also have the Two of Cups here. There's a partnership here on the table, right? And this could be a challenge for you this month. It could be some sort of a challenge with another person, partnership with a job. The Two of Cups can mean many things. There's something stressful and a little bit challenging here, but it's okay. This is temporary energy because here you have the Seven of Swords. Oops, Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords could be strategy. You could have challenges creating a strategy this month. Challenges, right? Not brick walls, challenges. But you need to create a strategy. Exactly what I just said, right? You could be mindful of something or someone around you that has a dubious nature. That could be too. That could be part of the challenge this month, right? When we add this up and we break it down, we get the number 11. That's a master number of creation. That is the initiator. right? A wish or a manifestation is going to be challenging, but it is right there if you want it. It is right there if you want it. Choose these keys. Choose the knowledge. When we look at the opportunities, you have harvest. You have, what did I say? You have the opportunity for a manifestation this month. Your harvest, something that you've wanted. Something that you've wanted for a while. You have the Hermit, which is Virgo energy. Now, this is your opportunities column, right? And when Virgo / the Hermit comes out, you have a chance to be silent so you can go inward, right? Self-reflection, inner wisdom. It could be self-imposed isolation so you could figure things out, right? It's an opportunity to, or very well, usually when you notice, like in the Rider-Waite deck, the Hermit has his lantern and a star within it. A star within it. Your hopes, your dreams. Are you keeping your wishes close to the chest? Are you protecting them? Well, there's an opportunity here for that, right? Definitely. You have a Hierophant here in reverse. I like that the Hierophant is in reverse. Breaking out of what's expected of you. Taurus energy, by the way. Breaking out of what's expected of you. Maybe what you've always done. Maybe the way you've always done it. Changing. Opportunity for change. Opportunity for transformation. Transmutation. These two cards came out together here. You have the Lovers, which is your card in reverse. Now in your opportunities pile, especially with everything we just said, I'm thinking Geminis thinking outside of their own box. You're doing things differently, or at least you should be, than you've always done them, right? Not rushing into certain decisions, really taking time out to think about it. Thinking outside the Gemini box, your box. You have the Knight of Wands in reverse as well. Now, the Knight of Wands is Jupiter and Sagittarius. The Knight of Wands is a very fast-moving knight, makes these decisions, doesn't really think before leaping. So here you have slowing down, self-reflection, that Hermit energy again, considering something carefully before proceeding. You have the opportunity for that. When we add this up, we break it down, we get the Moon, Cancer energy. But what does the Moon do? It governs the realm of the subconscious. It is self-nurturing. And it is wisdom and intuition. It is all the things we talked about during this reading. You have a harvest possible for you. You need to make the right decisions for you. You need to break out of a certain role that you have found yourself in, either because of other people's expectations or because you're trying to please too many people and not yourself. You're getting lost in the shuffle here, Gemini. Okay? Let's look at your numbers here. Before that, let me just grab this deck, pull a couple of these cards, and then we will do your numbers, okay? For Gemini, please. The Seer, follow your intuition. God, we must have said that 3 or 4 times during this reading. At the bottom of the deck, you have seduction. You may be seduced into a new path. I mean, for those of you where this represents passion, because you have passion here on the table, could be a relationship that other people frown upon. People don't see the value in it, but you do. Could be a new job that you're just going to feel passionate about. Follow your intuition. Try to think outside your box, whatever box that, even if your box is super intelligent and always works for you and is, I'm not saying that you're always wrong, but maybe during this month, Gemini, think differently. You're very good at that. You're dynamic. You can do it, okay? Now let's look at your numbers here. When we add, can't make this up. When we add all the numbers up in this reading and then we break them down, we get the number 11 again, right? Creation, initiation. A cardinal number. This is an important month for you. Now, You could make these decisions the same old way and have the same old month and then not benefit from this energy. But I think you should. I think you should think outside your box, okay? The numbers that were repeated the most were Venus, believe it or not, which is love and money. So I'm telling you, for the Geminis out there, there's some of you that are leaning towards manifesting love, and then some of you are leaning towards manifesting abundance. There's nothing wrong with either of those things. Your lucky numbers are 26, 28, 8, 3, 6, and 16. Now, as far as planets go, the number that, I mean, the planet that came up the most was Jupiter. The expansive energy again, right? Don't waste this energy. Don't waste it. The signs that came out were Capricorn, Cancer, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, and Leo and Libra. Now, the sign that came out the most was Aquarius, because you had the star, right? And when I see Aquarius, I think of the star and I think of your hopes and dreams and your wishes. A wish is going to be granted this month if you make room for it, Gemini. I will see you next time. Namaste.